Hail and well met, my friends, my warriors of light. On this Final Fantasy Friday night, this is your pal Rune, embarking upon his fresh journey into the Final Fantasy XIV MSQ after losing access to my original account. We'll go into that story at a later time. I'm just trying to figure out why my camera is choosing not to work, which is absolutely phenomenal. Hang on a second here. Boop, boop. No. Got that straightened out. Oh, what an excellent return to Final Fantasy XIV. Hang on a second here. We're gonna do one of these. And then we're gonna do one of these. There we go. And then we'll go like that. There we are. Welcome to having taken a hiatus from streaming and having to reset everything back up again. But yeah, welcome, my warriors of light and darkness. It is good to be back streaming regularly. We're gonna tone that down a bit. So yeah. I lost access to my original account. Long story short, dual authentication sometimes has its drawbacks. That's all I'm going to say. And then dealing with Square Enix's customer support was painful to the point where it was more profitable for me to just buy the game again and set up a new account. And during that I'd kind of lost interest and got kind of burned out with streaming for a bit there last year, amongst you know, health and other issues and stuff like that. Over the new year, or close to the end of the old year, entering the new year, things got much better for me mentally, and so here I am. Oops, just hang on a second here. Pop that back in there. Creative Canuck, how you doing, brother? See, I don't know. Something is going on. There we go. Is this the game? Oh, it's one of the games. Actually, I kind of curse a lot on a lot of the games that I play, so. Hang on a second here, guys. I'm just trying to... There we go. That's good. Perfect. All right. So, just before we get into creating a whole new character and all that jazz, I want to do a little bit of housekeeping. Well, not really housekeeping. Just I want to give a shout out to a good friend of mine. Well, not a friend, just a channel that I've grown to deeply love. And once again, awesome. There we go. If you are a fan of or interested in learning about Advanced Dungeons and Dragons first edition of D&D, I'd really appreciate it if you guys went to the Dungeon Delvers channel and gave him a like and subscribe. He's got a goal to hit 10,000 subscribers. As you can see, he's at around 9,230,000 subs, and he's really trying to reach that 10,000 goal. If you guys can go and give him a subscribe, watch some of his videos, and give him some likes and stuff, help pump his algorithm up. He's been in touch with YouTube because he's noticed a huge dip in his views over the last few months, and basically YouTube told him that this is happening as planned. There's been a lot of D&D or role-playing controversies over the last couple of years. And I think with YouTube's kind of toxic positivity, they don't want to deal with subject matter that's possibly inflammatory or whatever. But he's noticed a real hit on the amount of people that view and see his content. And if you're into that really old school, the initial D&D kind of vibes, Dungeon Delvers got everything you need. The community is great, very friendly and welcoming. So if you guys can go over, give Dungeon Delver a like and subscribe, watch a few of his or watch a couple of videos just to see if that's your jazz. And let him know that Rune Weird's got his back. And that being said, let's get back to the real deal here. All right. Okay, hang on a second here. There we go. Not sure why there's such a delay between when I switch scenes. I'm going to have to investigate that, obviously. Okay, so let's go Crystal. The old North America. Now I'm trying to remember, I want to say it was Curl. And we'll wait and see. Check your messenger when you get a chance. Yeah, you got it, buddy. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much, Canuck. Is that a limited time deal, or? See, I gotta add them to my Facebook or whatever. Because that is stuff I would love to check out. As you very well know. All right. I gotta get old school D&D books out of my head for a moment. Thanks, Mr. Canuck, you jerk. It's not like I'm streaming or anything. All right. So I've picked Curl because I want to say that was the original server I was on. Gonna go a new character. And remember, guys, don't give up. Just be the bigger a-hole. Oh yeah. We gotta be, because I'm a Leo, and in honor of Creative Canuck, who's a huge Peter Criss fan, and for those who are uninitiated to the world of Kiss, Peter Criss was the Catman. So we gotta go big boy, real Catman, not Cat Boy, but Catman. The Lost Hellions. All right, what do you guys? So I get to modify the look of these characters. But what do you think I should? So the Hellions have traditionally been content to reside in southern Ilsabard, with their respective tribes, devout servants to their queens, one and all, and thus have only but recently begun to make their presence felt throughout the remainder of the three continents. Though these Hrothgar initially had no word to describe themselves, scholars came to call them Hellions, after observing how their lives all but revolved around the queen's needs as planets circle the sun. 8 a.m. No, that's too early, dude. I was just about to say, maybe we should rock it tomorrow. Not at 8 a.m. though, brother. You know me. You know me, Canuck. Come on. Be a good guy. The Lost, unlike their Hellion brethren, the Lost are unbound by the whims of any reigning monarch, having long since found themselves bereft of the warm radiance of their queen. Most find that a nomadic lifestyle best suits their situation and are known to ply a variety of trades that align with the propensity to travel. Seasonal labor, mercenary, and peddler among them. Go, baby driver, go, baby driver. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Awesome. Now you're making me sing in front of singles of people that may not know me. You're awesome. All right. So let's go with the Hellions because the Queen, you know, I can't really spoil why I'm picking that. I mean, it normally in a great cat society, it would be a king, but you know, I'll play nice. I'll play nice. So here we go. Oh, we gotta go big boy, big boy. Well, tail shape okay. So we got that. So what do we think? We want the long tassel or kind of the bushy tassel? What are you guys thinking? I think I'm gonna go for the bushy. Let's go for the bushy. Tail length. That seems about right. I mean, I don't want to be a nub. Don't want to be like, you know. I like the halfway point. Okay, that's horrible. Okay, I like that. And I like that. Now I'll be able to change aspects of the face. I like that because it's a little more lion-like. Skin color. So just thinking here, like we know you like that. Yeah, yeah. Hey, bushy's not a bad thing. Just trying to think here, like for the primary color, like what are you guys thinking here? I mean, I do like the dark. I mean, as they say, once you go something, there's no turning back, right? All right, so we got We got hair choices. You know what? I kind of like that hairstyle. It's very, very meanish. And what are we on right now? Oh, fur color. Okay, good. So we got the fur color, the white markings. Oh, geez. I wonder if there's a green. Oh, wait a second here. We might be able to rock a Peter Criss style markings. What do you think? What do you think, Canuck? We got something like that. And then that. Ooh, I got the Peter Criss vibes going on there. I'm pretty happy with that. Ooh, I kind of dig that. Yeah, there we go. I like that. Yeah, green, duh. Yeah, no doubts, buddy. I like that. Jaw. Okay, I'm not seeing a difference, so we'll leave that there. Okay, now I'm seeing. Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit more. Sure. No, that's good. Okay. There we go. That's a good green right there. Type 4. 1, 2. Okay, not seeing a huge change there, so we'll leave it at 4. Nose. Ooh, okay. Type 3. 2. I like type 1. That's definitely more of a lion's nose. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah, maybe let's go for 2. Yeah, no, I like that. Yeah, I gotta have the whiskers. And tattoo color. Sure. Face paint. I don't know if face paint is... Ooh, I kind of like that. We'll just click that to be a placeholder. Ooh, I do kind of like that. Because then we're gonna go... There we go. I can dig it. Would you buy that for $1, Jay? All right. Sure. Okay. Well, I think we're good here. Okay, hairstyle. Interesting, because the problem is the problem with the hair color, like you can't like the hair color is there. Oh, okay, okay. Whoa, okay. See, that's a little bit better. There we go. I kind of dig that. There we go. That's cool. I dig that. All right, I think we're good. All right, so we're gonna go, I don't know, pick my Mover of Glaciers and Goddess of War. Yep, sold. I don't even need to read the rest. All right, so we're gonna be a tank. And we're gonna go Gladiator because the end goal is I want to be a Paladin. Okay, so we're gonna select another. Okay, so I guess I couldn't select Curl. I guess we'll go Goblin. Goblin. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna do Rune. Oath Sworn. Yeah, we're gonna begin a new game. Oh, the server is congested. Kind of like Canuck's been congested the last few weeks.
Here. Here. Feel.
Remember these words, folks. Wants her need. See, I love that the initial game showed you this is your end game, right? Kind of looks like a holy avenger. Hey you! You all right, lad? You were moaning something fierce for a while there. Well, the effects of the ether, I reckon.
You'll get used to it, though. Don't worry.
Oh my god, I'm so glad we're playing this all over again because I'll just shut up.
You there, halt! What's all this about? Inspection! Men, search the carriage! I'm just an honest peddler, friend. So don't be disappointed if you find nothing, eh? Mind your tongue, old man, lest I cut it out. Sir, look! Solmus! Honest peddler, was it? Since when do honest peddlers deal in prohibited herbs? You're in a lot of trouble, old man. You'll rot in a dungeon till the end of your days, unless you can afford the fine. Heh, business as usual. Oh! Amajaw! Amajaw! To arms! To arms! Seven hells. Consider this a warning. Now go! All of you! Phew. That kind of excitement ain't good for the heart. You be careful around them brass blades, lad. Bastards will have the shirt off your back if they fancy it. Like common bandits they are, only less honest. Thank the gods for sending some beastmen to the rescue, eh? Hey, seeing we've still got a long ride ahead, you mind keeping company while we arrive, till we arrive? Them young'uns don't much care for conversation, see? Brent's the name, and peddling's betrayed. And judging by your unusual garments, I'll wager you're one of them new adventurers. I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeing fortune and glory. Now that's what I call a living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business. These days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Well, I'm gonna say to win glory. Glory, eh? Well, if you're willing to take on them tasks as other folk ain't, an adventurer such as yourself can win fame what coin can't buy. When you arrive in town, you'll want to report to the Adventurers Guild. You can find out everything you need to know about the adventure business in there. Just remember, though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. By the by, is this your first trip to Ul'dah? Yes, it is. Is it? It is. Well then, let this journeyed itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Although it's ruled by the Sultana in name, but as most folk know, the Syndicate holds all the real power. Them and their Monterest cronies would happily get rid of her grace altogether. That won't happen while she still commands the loyalty of the Royalists. And the Royalists are nothing if not loyal. These factions have long fought over power, thrown the weight of their whoops. Of course, the lizardman, that's Eorzea, couldn't care less about Aldan politics. They have their own interests, see, and they ain't afraid to use force to serve them. They say war is a gift to peddlers. Need breeding profit, and though it shames me to say it, I'm inclined to agree. At long last, behold Allah, jewel of Thanlin, where folk turned sand into gold.
Deep in the sun-baked south, surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert, she rises. A solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol of defiance. Her name, Ulda.
Nice. Man, oh man,
Even
this
with
is
the
bringing back
coming of
memories.
The 7th umbral era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis. As the twin faces of Nold Thal maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul. One whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
And here's where we'll part ways, lad. Pardon me. Nice hiccup there. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares. Then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want to have you to have this. Other ways for putting up with me prattle. You never did tell me your name, though. Hey, but here's an idea. Become the sort of story personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider square.
May the traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
Oh yeah, baby. Here we are, Realm Reborn, folks. Man, just this intro. Like, come on. Man, that music. Oh.
Oi, venturer, over here! I mean you. Fresh out the carriage by any chance? How can I tell? Ha! Name's Wyman. My business is knowing every bugger else's. Now then, what if I was to offer you invaluable advice by way of welcome to our fair city? Free of charge even. Just this once, like. Welcome to Eorzea, the shining beacon of prosperity rising from the deserts of Thanlin. Please select the blah, 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 blah. Mouse and keyboard, thank you. Yeah. We're gonna adjust some things about the keyboard. A little later. All right, so we've got Wyman. Once you install a quest prompt, you blah 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 blah. This is all like beginner stuff, right? To be recognized as an adventurer in the city state of Eorzea, you must register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. Just plain to anyone with eyes, you don't know your way around here. I'll let you go wandering off down the nearest dark alley. You're certain to get mugged or worse, and I don't want that in my conscience. So before you do anything else, you'll want to head over to the quicksand and speak with Momody. She's the master of the Adventurers Guild and can set you on the right path. Just take the steps over yonder and pass through the double doors. You'll find her inside. And that's as much as you're getting for free. Good luck with adventure and adventurer. All right, so what we're gonna do duty list, which is obviously right over here. It has just a quest list. That's all it is. So what you want to do when you get to a new city or a new place, etc., etc. Oh, wait a second. Okay, so I've got we'll continue that tutorial in just a moment. And here we are in the quicksand. Why, hello there. Who might you be? If you're looking to join the Adventurers Guild, you've come to the right place. Name's Momody, and I own this fine establishment, if it please you. I also manage the Adventurers Guild here in Eorzea. So you might say that looking after green adventurers like yourself is my vocation. And lucky for you that it is. Without someone like me to steer you right, you'd soon find yourself out in the middle of nowhere, caught up in a business you don't understand. Ha ha ha. That's every MMO ever. Like a conflict with the Eorzea, for example. They've been plaguing the Sultanate for nigh on, forever now. Then there's the Gallian Empire. None can say for sure what they're plotting these days, only that they are. Aye, the people drink and make merry, but underneath it all there's worry. Worry and a lingering feel of loss. And little wonder, it's scarce been 5 years since the lesser moon cracked open like an egg, releasing an abomination intent on turning the realm into an eighth hell. So much was lost in the blink of an eye. 'Twas like the end of the world had come at last. But then things begin to get foggy. Everyone's got their own version of what happened next. Some of them, 2 or 3. You'd think people would remember something like that, but the fact is they don't. Nobody does. There's one thing that survivors agree on, though. The part played by a band of adventurers who laid down their lives for a realm that wasn't their own. They fought valiantly, and like so many others, they never returned. Deeds worth remembering, I'm sure you'll agree. It's just a shame our recollections of those brave heroes as jumbled as those of the calamity itself. Whenever we try to call their faces to mind, it's like they're standing between us and midday sun, permanently silhouetted. I'll bet that sounds poetic to you, doesn't it? Well, it's not. It's bloody infuriating. But even if we can't remember them, we'll not let them be forgotten, and so we'll call them warriors of light. Thalian, good evening, sir. Good to see you, my brother. If you had a shift, I hope it was a great shift. And a profitable shift, I will say. Perfect. Let's take some. Oh yeah, dude, this is a fresh start, brand new account, brand new character. Obviously playing a paladin. Well, yeah, I lost access to the old account, so, and I don't care because I'm super stoked to be going through this all again. And they'll forever stand as shining examples of what adventurers can achieve. That's why I welcome new arrivals like yourself to our fair city. All I ask is that you lend a helping hand and try to leave Ul'dah in a better state than you found her. If you can promise that, I'd be happy to let you join the guild. Yeah, same beautiful beard. Yeah. All right, then. I promise a promise. A promise is a promise now. I'm counting on you to help out the past behind us. We need people working and spending and bickering like the old days. And a happy and prosperous Ul'dah means more business for the quicksand too. Any road, let's make this official. Go ahead and write your name in the register, neat as you can. Rune Osworn. Well, ain't that a charming name? Just rolls off the tongue, it does. All right, Mr. Osworn. On behalf of the Adventurers Guild, I officially... Please, be merciful. 12 is my witness. I swear to you, I'll bring you your money. In the East, it is said that even a merciful god might be driven to vengeance if thrice blasphemed. Be grateful you were given a fourth chance to offend. You two attend to this scum. No, please, mercy. Well, ain't that a sorry sight? Nor an uncommon one, if I'm honest. Don't worry, though. If you work hard, I doubt you'll end up like him. Just the same, if you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, all right? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the women folk from time to time. Any road, welcome to Eldarun. Take a moment to catch your breath, and I'll teach you a little bit about our fair city. Yeah, sorry, I love the intro. Especially knowing that this, like, A Realm Reborn was not, this is not the first version of Final Fantasy XIV. Right? Yeah, I can't speak to the original version because I never played it. I know there are people in my community that have, but knowing that the Reborn version was to correct all the problems or whatever, like I'm not, whatever, I'm not gonna naysay the first version or whatever, but man, like, this game just pulls you in. In a way that MMOs haven't done since, like, the first World of Warcraft, right? When you pick your race and class and stuff, and then it launches into your race's intro, like your starting zone. That's what A Realm Reborn captures, right? This concludes your introductory game tutorial. Wow, sure. You've taken the first step as an adventurer in the city of Ul'dah. Listen well to the wisdom of Mamadi Modi. Then go forth and discover incredible adventures that await you. Ba-ba-ba. Cool. All right, Momodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand, wants you to perform these tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Before you go charging off to your fortune, I have a few basic tasks I'd like you to perform so as to help you to get to know the place. First of all, I want you to visit the Aetherout Plaza. To get there, head west from here till you reach Emerald Avenue. Then look to the north. You should see a giant floating crystal called an aetherite. If it weren't for aetherites, traveling around Eorzea would be a damn sight more troublesome than it is. Of course, you'll need to attune with them before you can use them, so be sure to do that with the one in the plaza. You ever attuned an aetherite before, Rune? If not, just lay your hand on the thing and you'll see what I mean. When you've done that, I want you to pay a visit to the Gladiators Guild over at the Colosseum. Assuming that sword isn't just for show, you might consider training there. And finally, I want you to visit the Sapphire Avenue Exchange over on the Steps of Thal. Goods from all across Eorzea and beyond turn up there every day. You'll have no trouble finding armor, weapons, or anything else a fledgling adventurer like yourself might need. You might say that everything's for sale here in Eldar, as long as you've got the gil. Just make sure as you don't pay more than you ought, Rune. There's plenty as you won't scruple to swindle unsuspecting foreigners like yourself, especially if they think no one's looking out for their best interests. Which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange, find a gentleman named Cesaroga and give it to him. He'll be happy to tell you about the markets once he's read it. In short, then, visit the Aetheryte Plaza, the Gladiators Guild, and the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Simple. Oh, but before you go, a word of advice. While there's more than a few unsavory characters out there who will try to take advantage of you, there are also some honest-to-goodness problems who you shouldn't consider offering a helping hand to. A lot of folk are lured to the city by promise of wealth and power. What many of them fail to realize is that instead of chasing after gil the moment they get here, they ought to be making friends. Let it be known that you're willing to give as much as you get, and opportunities will come your way. Speaking of which, you should speak with the smith over yonder. Those lads always have some good advice for up-and-coming adventurers. Otherwise, that's about it for me. It's about past time you got going. Oh, and let me know when you're finished, will ya? That way I won't spend my days worrying that you're down to your small clothes without a gil to your name. You got it, boss. Alright, so we'll chat to the smith. Greetings, I'm one of the smiths, a stoker of fires and forger of futures. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I've been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. I see you have but recently taken up the Adventurers Mantle. The possibilities stretching out before you must be positively daunting. In the Adventurers Guild, we see new adventurers as fledgling heroes. You are champions of tomorrow, our nascent stars of limitless potential. My fellow smiths and I are able to provide you with guidance, but the guild also enlists a cadre of veteran adventurers who will be able to share with you their accumulated wisdom. You can recognize these helpful men and women by their title of mentor. Mentors stand by to advise you on any aspect of adventuring. They have hundreds of quests under their belts and will likely have a solution for whatever dilemma you might be causing you trouble. A mentor may even offer to accompany you on your adventures. I highly recommend that you take advantage of a mentor's aid to enrich your experiences in Eorzea. Pray do not hesitate to me if you ask if you would like to know more. Yeah, let's pass by that. All right. So first things first. Is we are going to attune ourselves, folks. to the main aetheryte. And for anyone who's never played Final Fantasy 14 before, the first thing you want to do whenever you come to a major city or even just a major settlement, and if you pull up your map, oops, okay. Hail, adventurer! Might you have come at the behest of Miss Momori of the Quicksand? Excellent. Which brings us to the matter of the attunement fee. That will be 100,000 gil, if you please, sir. Ha 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 ha! Apologies. But I do so relish the opportunity to make that jest. The look on your face was absolutely priceless. Ah, but the fact that you were so easily deceived suggests to me that you were unfamiliar with the use of aetherites. Allow me to explain. These crystalline agglomerations tap into the ethereal energies and are primarily used as means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Perchance you have heard of return and teleport? Well, these transportation spells make direct use of the aetherites and their connection to the flow of the aether. Given that there is an aetherite in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will wish to seek out and attune himself to each and every one. And and we're going to continue on that thought, folks, as soon as we're done this little cutscene. But even if you have no intention of wandering about beyond the Sultanate's borders, it would be prudent for you to attune yourself to any aetherites you encounter from now on. I pray you to find that informative. Should you wish to learn more about aetherites and transportation magic, I should be happy to answer your questions. Oh, yeah. So yeah, getting back, because I forgot that we were given the nudge nudge wink wink. So what you want to do, folks? Whenever you enter a settlement, if you pull up the main map using the old M hotkey, what you want to do before you continue any of the questing or whatnot, and of course it helps if you go in the right direction. Just speed it up a little bit by a little run Z run. You're gonna want to pick up all the aetherite shards you can, especially in a city. And the reason why you want to do that is that it will open up other options of transportation to you, which you'll see throughout the playing of the MSQ. You now have access to the Ethernet. Yep. And the great thing about Final Fantasy 14 is there's no, I mean, with Final Fantasy 14, my favorite thing about it, because I'm a very late comer to the franchise,
is I don't feel the atypical MMO pressure to meet a time frame, if you will. So we do have a quest hand in here. And you are? Oh, a newly come adventurer, but of course. Yes, I am Cesaroga. What can I do for you? Ah, you'd have me teach you the ways of the marketplace. Very wise. As for my fee, what? You expect me to do it for free? Surely you jest. My dear adventurer, when you ask an old Don for a favor, you should at least try to make it worth his while. Judging by your garb, I rather doubt you could afford my services, but the fact you offer nothing is laughable. Oh, Mistress Momori instructed you to seek me out, did she? Huh. Consider yourself fortunate to have such influential friends. I shall be brief, and you shall be attentive. You stand in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, the busiest and most profitable marketplace in the Sultanate. Being advantageously situated in relative to the other city-states, Uldar's markets have ever served as both the literal and figurative centers of Eorzean commerce. All the great overland trade routes lead to our city, and the majority of maritime trade between Vilbrand and Aldenard passes through our ports. Because of this, countless companies and consortia have chosen Uldar as their base of operations. They see to it that this marketplace is awash with merchants, moneylenders, night and day. Anything a man could ever desire can be purchased here, provided he has sufficient funds. Surely there's something you seek, adventurer? A deadlier sword, perhaps? Or a shinier trinket? Whatever it is you want, the exchange will have it. All right, sir, we'll see you when you get back. To the north, you'll find merchants peddling armor and accessories, curatives, and crafting materials. And to the south, you will find weapons, tools, and assortment of other useful items for sale. Seek out a particular merchant or browse to your heart's content, but do try to remain aloof should you find something that piques your interest. Decisions made in the heat of the moment are usually unwise, especially where coin is concerned. That is all the complimentary aid you shall have from me, and far too much for my taste. My regards to Momori. Now off with you. And that's when we give him the stiff arm junk punch. All right, folks, just give me a quick second here. I'm going to take a very quick bio break, and I'll be right back. Just want to say thanks, everyone, for checking in tonight. It's great to see you guys. Please remember to hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already, as it does help the growth of the channel, and I will be right back. right. Thanks so much for hanging in there, folks. I am back. There we go. And now we're going to hunt the rest of the aetheryte shards. Yeah, okay, good. So if you click on the aetheryte, it'll show you where the other aetherites are in your locale. All right, Creative, thank you so much, sir. You have a great night. Thanks for checking in, my brother. And I don't know, shoot me a message tomorrow. Maybe we can go on Sunday or tomorrow, brother. All right, so we got boop, 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 boop. And also when you click on an aetheryte, it'll show you what you've attuned to as well. So we got that one. And we're gonna go sneak down the alleyway, as it were. Take a look. And of course you can leave the map up if you're hopeless navigator such as myself, so that way you don't get lost. Yeah, the great, like I say, the best thing, I mean, it's not just efficiency to pick up all the shards, but like I say, once you collect all the shards, it usually opens up other forms of travel, like airships and all that kind of good stuff, or being able to exit out of certain gates out of cities. And if you're someone who likes collecting achievements or whatever, it also adds to that as well. Yeah, well, if you dude, I'm sorry, you can go in early. I will probably go in later, but if you're up to going in later, I'd love to go with you. Okay. So let's just make sure we've got the Weaver's Guild, which we do. Okay, so let's Weaver's Guild.
So we'll go back to the Goldsmiths Guild. Now, the Gladiators Guild port is obviously very important if you're a marauder. It's the guild that's going to help you level up. Okay, weird. That's not... Okay, that's kind of weird. Guild. Here, I just want to try something here really quick, guys. Well, okay, all right. So I did pick it up. My bad. Churches Guild, so we'll go. And see, this is the great thing. As you're picking up the Aetherites, and as much as I love, and you can, and obviously, you know, you're gonna want to explore all the areas of whatever city you get into. It's just once you do get the Aetherites and later on in the game and stuff like that, it just makes it easier to, you know, get to where you got to go, as it were. Right. So we've got Alchemist Guild. Interesting. So I'm gonna go like that. So we're gonna go up the steps. We got the Weaver's Guild. Oh yeah. Up into the royal alleys, as it were. What the? Ah, right. Hang on a second here. Yeah, the getting to the Hustings Strip is a little
is a little weird. Memory serves me correct. Yeah, okay. No. Hang on. And I mean, hey, you're playing an MMO, so you're just... Time should never be too much of a concern to you. Yeah, we got the Weaver's Guild. There we are. That's what I was looking for. The big crimson carpet staircase. There we go. And we got so we got okay, so let's get over to the Chamber of Rule. It's one of our paladin trainers there that we just ran by. Okay, I don't see, that's the part that's always a little confusing to me. So I've got it. So Alchemist Guild. Okay, so I am attuned to that. Alchemist Guild. Do. Okay. There we go. All right, you've attuned yourself to all the Aethernet shards in Ul'dah, the Gate of Nald, the Gate of Thal, the Gate of the Sultana, and airship landing are now accessible as Aethernet destinations. See, like it opens up a lot of stuff, folks. Okay, so we got that. Visit the Gladiators Guild. So we'll just go like that. Double click and boom, boom. There we are. Once again, the music is absolutely incredible. And I think, folks, and I do apologize for the somewhat shorter stream, but we will continue tomorrow night. We got this all set up. Finally got, I think I've got OBS set up to where I want it to be. And we will continue tomorrow night for a good long stretch. I just wanted to get this on the go because I've been so excited to get back into Final Fantasy XIV. And I want to thank each and every one of you that showed up tonight. Please remember to hit the like and subscribe button. And it helps out the channel. And until tomorrow night, be good to yourselves and be good to each other. And this is your pal Rune signing out for the night. God bless, guys. Take care.